Good morning. This is FactWire News with your morning brief. 5 things to know before you start your day on April 8th, 2026. Just the facts. No opinion. All information sourced from Reuters, the Associated Press, the White House, and NASA. Number 1. The 2-week ceasefire between the United States and Iran is now in its first full day. The agreement was announced by the White House late yesterday, just hours before an 8 p.m. Eastern Time deadline set by President Trump. Under the terms, Iran has agreed to reopen the Strait of Hormuz to international oil shipping. U.S. forces have stood down from planned additional strikes. Both sides have stated that the ceasefire is contingent on full compliance with the reopening of the strait and the cessation of attacks on commercial vessels. As of 6 a.m. Eastern Time this morning, no new incidents have been reported in the region. Number 2. Oil prices are easing in early trading following the ceasefire announcement. West Texas Intermediate crude opened at $113.40 per barrel, down from yesterday's peak above $116 after the initial strikes on Carg Island. Brent crude is trading at $114.80. Analysts at major banks note that the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz could add roughly 2.5 million barrels per day of Iranian crude back into the market within the next 48 to 72 hours, provided tanker traffic resumes without interruption. The Energy Information Administration has confirmed that global inventories remain adequate for the short term. Number 3. The 2 U.S. Air Force crew members from the F-15E Strike Eagle shot down over Iran on April 5th have been safely recovered and are receiving medical evaluations at a U.S. base in the region. The Pentagon stated late last night that the pilots were extracted by a joint U.S. Special Operations team working with regional partners. Details of the rescue operation and the exact condition of the crew remain classified. The Department of Defense has not released the names of the crew members at this time, citing operational security. Number 4. Retaliatory tariffs announced by the United States against several nations went into full effect at midnight Eastern Time. The tariffs target steel, aluminum, and select electronics from countries that the White House says fail to meet new trade reciprocity standards. Early reports from the Commerce Department indicate that customs officials have begun processing shipments under the new rates. Markets in Asia are watching closely for any supply chain ripple effects, with the Dow futures currently showing a modest decline of 0.3% in pre-market trading. Number 5. NASA has confirmed that the Artemis 2 mission remains on schedule for its uncrewed test flight later this month. The Orion spacecraft successfully completed final thermal vacuum chamber testing at Johnson Space Center yesterday. The mission will send the spacecraft around the moon and return it to Earth, serving as a full dress rehearsal before the crewed Artemis 3 landing attempt next year. Flight controllers report all systems performed within expected parameters during the 72-hour test cycle. That's your morning brief for April 8th, 2026. 5 things to know before you start your day. For continuous updates throughout the day, check back for the afternoon update and evening update. If you want the facts only, no opinion, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. We'll see you in the next brief.